We've talked about hormone therapy, or some people call it hormone replacement therapy before. But, I think the question also arises, are there people who can't take HRT or hormone therapy?
Yeah, I guess those would be those who have active cancer,
Okay.
estrogen-sensitive cancer, breast cancer,
Right.
and, all those who have sort of like blood clotting diseases.
Okay.
So perhaps, then you have all relative contraindications,
Right.
like maybe history of stroke. Those all caution, right? Under supervision, under care. Deep vein thrombosis, just a bit more cautious. Then I think the way how it's taken, you don't take orally, you take it transdermal. So those are the people that you need to just be a bit more cautious.
Right. Always consult a doctor first.
Definitely.
Right? Because a doctor would know your history, your doctor would know what's best for you. But there are some things. So now, if in that case, right, if they can't, or some just say, I won't because of still misconception, right? What can they do to make sure that this whole journey for perimenopause or menopause is as smooth as possible?
But I guess, you have all the other lifestyle changes that requires, discipline, habit, right from your sleep. It may not 100%, give you the kind of quality that you're looking for, but at least there's a shift.
Right.
If you have this pros and cons taking, the hormone treatment and you decide not to, look at your diet.
Okay.
Right? So when I talk about diet, I guess, the gut health, as I mentioned just now, it plays an important role. So look for all those anti-inflammatory diet.
Okay.
You got to cut back all the sugar.
Oh.
Eat as healthy, balanced, whole food, rich in antioxidants.
Okay.
Right? The good fats, the fatty fish.
Right.
So as much as you can, protein. Protein is very important.
Okay.
Right? All your meats, your lean meats. And just focus on your diet. Focus on your gut health. Sleep is so important. I think a lot of people these days, they still sleep past 12 midnight. Right? And I don't know, but for me, I can tell the difference. If I go past midnight, the next day I feel like crap. Right? Well, if I go to bed a bit early, 10:30, and it boils down to me, a lot of it is like they always say from 11 to 3 a.m. That's when your body really restores, heals, recovers, rejuvenates.
Okay.
And I think it's very important because that's when, like, certain things like the growth hormones and all that, it tends to bring all your hormones.
Right.
They tend to recover then. So sleep is essential. Your exercise.
Yeah.
Right? And, I think all the meditation, how you manage your stress. I think when you look into that, including your nutrition, you optimize your nutrition, you'll get good quality.
Right. You talk about whole foods and you also talk about protein being important. What about for vegans and vegetarians who says, no meat for me?
Yeah, so for me, when they come, I always see, because most of them, they're very low in protein. They're deficient in vitamin B. So I supplement them with that.
Okay.
So as long as you are getting whatever that is deficient, suboptimal in your body,
right,
you take it from supplements, you'll be fine.
Right. So if there is without supplements, right, and you're vegan, is that enough enough? Okay. So
I wouldn't think so. And our gut is we don't really absorb 100% from our food. We need to supplement because a lot of us have leaky gut. We have all this, IBS, right? Irritable bowel syndrome. We may not be able to tolerate the dairy products. We not be able to tolerate the gluten. We have gluten intolerance. So a lot of us actually have that.
What about things like prebiotics, probiotics, and all that?
Yeah, why not? Even fermented food.
Yes.
Your kimchi.
Yes.
Your kimchi, and then you have all, whether it's your kefir.
Right.
Kombucha.
All these things. Yeah. What about omega-3? I remember also black cohosh.
Black cohosh. So I remember during my mother's time, she tried black cohosh. It didn't work for her, so she went on to HRT.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
But try, and if it doesn't
work, it doesn't work. Yeah, so you got to try.
When you say it doesn't work, what do you mean?
She still had hot flashes.
Okay.
So my mom is always angry, so that her rage was like, all of us were so scared of her.
Right.
So now I know why.
But that happened before Perimenopause.
No, so imagine, and after it became worse.
Okay.
Mom.
You're like, mom, right? Now, are non-HRT options then more affordable? I think this is the issue on price, right? And yeah.
Well, look, at the end of the day, you have a lot out there in the shelf. Some of them are not regulated. So when you are picking choosing something, make sure it's well researched.
Okay.
When I say research, you got to go to a proper source, not with Dr. Google or anything of that sort. And for me, I guess I'm more biased towards compounding because, to me, compounding, it avoids polypharmacy. Rather than taking 5 different supplements in one capsule, I can put my vitamin D 5000 IU, I can put my zinc, I can put my selenium, I can put my vitamin A, and I just pop one.
Okay.
But I'm one of those that I don't like popping too many things around.
Okay. Right. So hence the term compounding. So it's all.
Yeah. So you have options. You can get it over the counter, over the shelf. But compounding, there again, it's tailor-made. It's personalized. So this on your lab report, okay, I know you need 10,000 IU of vitamin D. 3, this person may need just 5,000 IU. And we will compound, cock everything in our capsule.
Because the whole notion of daily recommended is a daily recommended, right? And your body might need more than what is recommended or less, right?
Yeah.
So then that's why that's the importance of seeing a doctor is. Now the reason people go off the shelf is, again, right, the issue of course, is it expensive? I think that's also on people's mind.
Yeah. So I guess you have all sorts of pricing that's out there, right? The thing is about it by right, it shouldn't be too expensive. It should be affordable, economical.
Right.
Now, a lot of them, they think that, when you go to iHerb, it's very cheap, but they're buying a lot more. And rather than taking one capsule, let's say if a pound is 600 milligrams, they have to pop 3, but many don't do the math.
Right. And also, not only that, you don't know what the source is.
The source is also true. The fillers are put in.
Yes, you don't know the source of that. And also, I always look at it and I know the cost of not in the long term, right? So what seems like cheap now, but in the long term, if you don't take care of getting the best, will have its implications later on. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Because for me, I think what is put in there, whether it's third-party testing, you have to rule out all the heavy metals. So to me, quality really matters. So for me, I really need to know who the manufacturer is. Have they done a third-party testing?
Yeah.
That's because I'm in the industry.
Right.
So I know what can be out there, what can be very cheap.
Yeah.
But hey, I'll question.
Right. So I think the idea is as much as possible. When we say bespoke, I think when we say bespoke, it sounds like it's expensive, but I think also
doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be. But get yourself, I think the most important, at the end of the day, get your blood test so you know for yourself, right? So you have a doctor explain to you what's going on rather than just guessing.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's like shooting blanks. You take everything without knowing what you actually require. But once you do your blood test, you actually need only a few. You don't need that many.
Yeah.
You need this dose.
Right.
And you pop in only once. You don't pop too many in.
Yeah. And then also to making the lifestyle changes. So we've covered a lot of these things. I think one of the things that we definitely have to talk down the road is about understanding vaginal and bladder health. Because that affects me too. We'll talk about that soon.
Yeah, sure.